starts the Southern Maryland Guitar Guru Show, featuring Dan Harsha and Dan Allman. This week's show, we're highlighting the latest in music, life, and culture.
Through different eyes.
Yo, 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 this is Dan Harsha, and this is the Guitar Gurus, and with me always is...
Dan Allman here.
How you doing tonight, buddy?
Ready to go, buddy, ready to go.
Oh, yeah,
That's
man.
great, man. I'm always ready to go.
Dude, it's Tuesday night, it's Gurus Day.
It is Guru's Day. There's a try to catch the deluge in a paper cup, man. Pouring down raining.
Oh, yeah, dude, you came in here all soaked up.
Soaking wet, man. We was just... Wow, what a lot of water. But you know what? I'm okay with that. It's May, right?
Right,
This is
man.
what we get.
Well, we should have got it in April, but we're getting it in May now.
Yeah, April showers bring May flowers.
Yeah, so it's going to be May early showers, bring May late flowers.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, May's going to be a long month, man. So
I thought it was May showers make for prunes in June.
I don't know.
Because if I sit here in my wet pants, I'm going to have some prunes later.
Wow, dude. Well, dude, it's episode 102 tonight. What do you think about that?
102, man. 102. It's amazing. I mean, it's a testament to dedication.
Yeah, it is.
I got a lot. I think about that a lot, man.
Yeah, man. I mean,
Yeah.
two years plus doing this thing.
It's incredible, man.
Pretty cool, man. And I'm thirsty. I want to wet my whistle, right?
Oh, yeah.
And then we'll shout outs last week's guest, right?
Right.
Why we pop one for him. But big shout out last week's guest. Tell You Monday on the program last week on episode 101. That was awesome. So this one's for you guys.
Ooh. That's for Tell You Monday. What a great episode last week. You can go back and check that out anytime you like. It's always available. Go back and listen. Re-listen if you've listened to it. It was a great time. We had so much fun.
We really did, man. It was awesome.
Yeah.
Man, but what we got a big show tonight, man.
Big show.
Big returning guest.
Man, this one. I always look forward to this. And I'm glad that it's happening again.
Well, cool. Let me break it down, then we'll jump into it so we can get it moving. All right. So, first up on the program, we usually have David Higgins in from the Southern Maryland Chronicle for Higgy on the Beat, but he's out on the beat, can't make it tonight. So Mr. Albin's going to fill in, read the 10-ounce 12-pack sampler.
That's right.
We'll clock that thing, clock it out real quick, get everybody set up, and then on Thursday, everybody can check out Lynn Arion's post for the full schedule of all band activities this weekend in Southern Maryland.
Yeah.
So we'll do that first. Then we're going to bust right into the Island Music Company's Guitar of the Week. And this week we got a shredder from Ibanez in the RG series. We're going to talk all about it. Beautiful finish. The color is called, just so you know, it's called Blue Iceberg Gradation.
Wow.
So, yeah, there you go.
Well, that thing was hot, man.
Yeah, dude, that's an Ibanez. It's got some cool woods on it. I can't pronounce the damn name of a neck wood, so I'll spell it. So,
Okay.
or I'll try. I'm going to probably destroy it, but I purposely, I just want to make a fool of myself sometimes when I talk, so I don't learn some of these fancy words.
And that's okay.
So we'll get over it. But it's going to be fun. But that's going to be Guitar of the Week this week, man. So it was awesome here in the studio, man. It was good stuff, man. Had a whole weekend of jamming, so. And then after that, we're going to get Sean Kirkpatrick on the phone for Sean in 60 Seconds. And this week's going to be cool because we're going to be talking about the drum thing with Sheila from Somar Drummers.
That's right.
And the competition. We're going to get a whole recap. Sheila sent me a message saying that all the kids and students are going to listen in to the show this week.
Oh.
So we're going to be real nice and PG tonight.
Okay.
No problems there.
Thanks for the heads up.
Yeah, so we're going to keep it real, keep it cool, but we're going to hear all about the drum competition and all the stuff that Somar Drummers and Sheila put on. It's going to be cool. Through Sean Kirkpatrick, Sean in 60 Seconds.
That's going to be great.
Woo! And that's going to be the standard show, man. That's a show in itself, right?
Always, every time, man.
Right. Then we'll take a quick break. Then we're going to come back up and get a past guru guest on, Dino Monoxelos from Ampeg. The Ampeg guy's back, man. You believe that?
The Ampeg guy is back.
Right, man. So
Dude.
we're gonna talk Ampeg, we're gonna talk Yamaha, we're gonna talk Line 6,
Yep.
and more importantly, we're gonna talk bass, and that's cool, man.
Always a pleasure talking bass.
Yes, we're gonna catch up with Dino, see what's happening with him, and get it going.
Get it going. He's got a new book out and everything. The guy's got his hands in so much.
Right,
It is a pleasure to have him back here
right.
again.
So we're gonna spend some time with him and see what's going, man. And that's gonna be episode 102 tonight, man. That's cool, right?
Ooh, I love it, man.
Well, dude, you ready to kick it into gear and get it going?
Of course.
All right. Well,
Let's get
guess
it
what,
going,
man? You're up first, dude. It's Higgy on the beat with Dan Albin. So I'm gonna throw the mic over to you, buddy. Take over, man.
All right. Good evening, Southern Maryland. I'm Dan Albin for Higgy on the Beat, coming to you live from the Southern Maryland Guitar Guru studio. This weekend, we will be in the... Hold on. Typos.
Sorry.
Oh, no. Okay, this weekend, we will be sunny. Okay, let me screw this.
All right. Sorry, guys. That's my bad
We're
on
gonna do this
the
again.
last minute editing.
All right, so this weekend it will be sunny with a high in the upper 60s, down to the lows at 40s at night.
Yes.
There's a chance of rain on Sunday. So let's get started with what's on tap this weekend in Southern Maryland with your 10-ounce 12-pack sampler, courtesy of Lynn Arion. Friday, May 7th at 4 p.m., we have Hydra Effects Acoustic at the Green Turtle Sports Bar in California. 5 o'clock, we have Mike Mead at Running Hair Winery in Prince Frederick.
Nice.
6 p.m., Shortcut Sunny, Jane Mark Winery and Vineyard and Brandywine. 7 p.m., Glamour Kitties at the Tiki Bar in Solomon's. Oh, Glamour Kitty, man. That's great, dude.
Yeah, man.
Also at 7, we have Paradox at the Seabreeze in Mechanicsville. Moving on to Saturday, May 8th, 1 p.m., California Ramblers, Bull Roast, Moose Lodge in Hollywood, Maryland. 6 p.m., Jay Shade will be at Stoney's Clark's Landing in Hollywood. 7 p.m., Taboo Acoustic, Dockside and Restaurant, Colonial Beach. 8 p.m., 3 Days of Rain.
Oh, yeah.
Toots. You guys know. Moving on to your Sunday fun day.
Right?
We're going to get an early start at 11 a.m. The Higher Standards Trio will be at Holy Hell Kitchen in Lusby.
Okay.
All right. Then at 2 p.m., we got Justin Allen at the Port of Leonardtown Winery.
All right.
Also at 2 p.m., Groove Span at the Perigo Vineyard and Winery in St. Leonard.
Uh-huh.
And another 2 p.m. start, Mixed Business, will be at Jane Mark Winery and Vineyard and Brandywine, Maryland. When going out in public, please wear your mask when social distancing is not possible. Help keep our restaurants and bars open by abiding by these simple steps to prevent the spread of COVID-19.
Right.
If partaking in adult beverages, please have a DD or plan for an Uber or Lyft. And as always, enjoy and support local music. This is just a sampler of all the... I already know for a fact that this list, when it comes out, is going to be huge.
Yeah.
Huge list this week.
How do you know that?
Did you see last week's list?
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
That's right.
So if you guys get the chance, get out and support anybody and anything, any venue you can, and just be a part of it all. Things are opening up. Things are happening. This is a great thing. So
Yeah.
And as always, check out the Southern Maryland Chronicle at all the usual places to check out the Southern Maryland Chronicle. You guys already know we all do it. It's nothing new anymore.
Right.
You know where it is. It's always on your homepage, I hope.
Yeah.
If not, make it that way.
Sure.
So thank you to David Higgins for providing tonight's segment and the Southern Maryland Chronicle. There we go, buddy.
Dude, that was an awesome little mini Higgy on the beat.
Yeah.
With Dan Albin doing the sampler. A lot of cool band and names on there, man. Bands and names. It's cool, man. Southern Maryland's happening this weekend.
Yeah. Got some names on here we haven't called out before.
Yeah, that's always refreshing too, man.
I like it.
Yeah. But wow, man. What a week, dude.
Yeah.
Huh. Dude, it's just been guitar overload, man.
Nice.
It's cool, man. So,
There's nothing wrong with that.
yeah, you know, that's how we do it. It is the Guitar Guru Show.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not, I
Right.
eat, breathe, and live guitars.
Yeah.
man.
You know, it's not like it's the woodworking hour. And
Right.
I'm planning this piece of maple. Yeah, it's the guitar show.
Right. That's cool, man. Well, dude, speaking of guitars, dude, we're going to move right into the Island Music Company's Guitar of the Week. What do you think about that, man?
That is a great transition. Great segment.
Perfect, brother. Check it out. This week, we got Ibanez's High Performance RGA 42 HP QM electric guitar in the beautiful blue iceberg gradation. We're talking fast and furious, brother. Featuring a fast maple Wizard 3 neck and Jatoba fingerboard, that's Jatoba, with a 15.7-inch radius. The Ibanez High Performance RGA 42 HP QM guitar is purposely built for high-speed, low-drag playing. It all starts with a balanced RG Natoa body and the quilted maple top for plenty of richness and snaps. Accented with eye-catching gold hardware, you'll love how this guitar sounds as soon as you plug it in. Its two hot DiMarzio Fusion Edge humbucking pickups and coil tap switch make it ideal for metal, rock, and blues. If you're searching for a guitar that won't hold you back, then Island Music has your axe. The Ibanez RGA 42 HP QM. Can't beat that, brother.
That's a mouthful.
Yeah, man. Did I hit the word, man? I hit the word, right?
You got it.
Hey, I'm down.
I gave you that thumbs up when you
Hey,
hit it, too.
I'm down with that, man, because this thing's classic RG performance, man. The Ibanez RG series of guitars has remained a standard in rock music for decades, thanks to the effortless playability of the Wizard 3 neck. Switching between aggressive rhythm playing and fluid lead lines is effortless on the slim profile neck. The guitarists here at Island Music love the feel and playability of all Ibanez RG guitars, and you will too. I'm serious, man. This thing cranks, dude. It cranks. Dude, I was just riffing out all weekend long with it, man. It was awesome. It was really cool, man.
Yeah, going all shreddy vetter on it, man.
Yeah, man. I mean, the guitar of the week, the guitar dictates what the music is.
Yeah.
And I'm never going to say no to a shred machine, dude.
That's right.
It's always a fun weekend. But, dude, what made this shred machine super awesome was the fixed bridge stability that provided rock-solid tuning. So this was the shred machine without the Floyd Rose on it.
Oh, okay.
So that's something to think about, man. Yeah. So if you always wanted to shred but weren't into the maintenance and the upkeep of a Floyd Rose system, I get it. I understand. This is that guitar for you. Fixed bridge, awesome. Easy, strings change easy. So no worries. But the Ibanez sports a fixed bridge, which means no tuning hassles due to a floating vibrato. From standard to lower tunings, your guitar's tuning will be more stable along with looser string tension. When you change tunings at a gig, you'll be ready to rock without messing around with the bridge or any locking nuts. Right. I mean, it's purpose built at that point, man. And it's got gargantuan tonal range.
Gargantuan.
I love that word. That's a great word. Gargantuan. Right? Yeah. But with the two DiMarzio Fusion Edge humbucking pickups and three-way switching, you'll be able to shape your tone any way you like. With aggressive visuals and a high output, it will be forever known as the Ibanez rock guitar. The RGA 42 HP QM's fast playability and tonal variety just make it a great instrument for almost any style of music you can throw at it.
Nice.
So if you're one of those guitar players where you get to have one solid axe in your inventory and that's about it, this is a serious contender for the simplicity, for how easy it is to use, man. And dude, you can switch from regular standard E to drop D just real quick. It was fun, dude. I did it a couple times just to try it all out, man. It worked cool, man. Then tune it down to standard, to D standard, drop C. I did all that, dude. So it's real easy to do. So no Floyd hassles.
Nice.
Overall, man, just an awesome Ibanez guitar. But Ibanez knows what they're doing, man. They've built guitars for a long time.
Yeah, they've been at it a long time.
Yeah, so I'm not too worried about that. But I can tell everybody out there that if you like DiMarzio pickups and you like Ibanez guitars, this is a combo that works. just in a couple moments, I'm going to ask you what the price is on this bad boy. So start thinking about it.
I have. I'm paying attention.
All right. And the audience, too, they can start putting their guesses up because I'm going to read over the tech specs. Then I'm going to throw the question out. What do you think?
All right.
All right, cool.
We
So
love
here we
it.
go. So here's the tech specs on this Ibanez RGA 42. It's a 6-string model, right-handed. It's a solid body. They call the body shape a high-performance RG. The body material is Natoa. The top material is quilted maple. It's got a gloss polyurethane finish. The color is blue iceberg radiation. The neck is that roasted maple neck, Wizard bolt-on shape, Wizard 3 bolt-on roasted maple neck, 15.7-inch radius, and the Jatoba fingerboard material with offset white dots, 24 jumbo frets, 25.5-inch scale length, a nut width of 1.692 inches. It's a plastic nut material. The bridge tail piece is called the Ibanez F106. It's got Ibanez tuners. The electronics are the Marzio Fusion Edge humbuckers in the neck and bridge position. The controls is one master volume with 2 mini switches and a 3-way blade selector switch, man.
Wow.
Dude, it's all there, dude.
Yeah.
Guitared out, man.
That's a nice wide fretboard, man. I mean, wow.
Yeah,
You gotta have those shreddy fingers, man. Those nice long. Yeah, they're not like the sausages I have.
Like, that's why you play bass, brother.
That's right. But that's awesome. I mean, the thing is smoking hot to look at.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I'm not gonna forlong this very much. I think I have an idea.
All right, well, I'm going to ask you then, Mr. Albin, what do you think this guitar cost?
All right, everybody has probably Googled it already and threw all their stuff up.
Oh, no, but the Island Music one comes with guitar and soft shell case, soft shell gig bag.
Oh, really? Oh. Well, that's a nice little bonus. So let me add in that $150.
Yeah, soft shell. Actually, you know what? I take that back. This is guitar only because the guitar I got was fresh from Ibanez. I actually got to unbox it, and it did not have a gig bag in the box.
All right,
so
perfect.
this is just a guitar only.
All right.
So now I got everybody out there totally confused, so the Googling didn't work.
Yeah, look at you. Look what you did there.
That's right. Now they're all doubting. DJ. So, Mr. Albin, what do you think this Ibanez RG a 42 HP QM Blue Iceberg Radiation guitar cost?
All right, here we go, everybody. Dan Albin's guest of the week for the Island Music Guitar of the Week.
Yes.
$8.99.
Dude, you've hit a grand slam.
No way. That's the second time I've got it on the money.
That's that tag right there, brother.
Oh, look at that.
That's awesome, dude.
Albin did it. $8.99, bitches. I mean, people.
Yeah, man.
Wow, I can't believe it. I mean, I thought I would be like 100 higher.
Hey, man, you're doing your thing, dog.
I'm getting there, guys. $8.99. This bad boy is yours.
That's right, dude.
That's value, man. That's a value piece.
Yeah, man, that's what I'm saying. This is that Ibanez guitar that you can buy, take the gigs. It's going to perform and live up to its name, man. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Sweet.
Pretty cool. And it's pretty cool that you guessed the price right on the head, man.
It's only the second time.
Right. Well, that's cool, man. Well, dude, that, my friends, concludes the Island Music Guitar of the Week this week. I want to say thank you to them for providing these excellent guitars every week.
Yep.
And every week we get to talk about it, and I get to sell them to Mr. Albin for good old guitar fun sakes.
We have a good time with it, man.
Yeah, we do, really do, man. The pictures always come out great. I have fun doing that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, dude, and I got to see a lot of different guitars over the years.
That's right.
So.
Yes, you have.
Yeah, so I'm digging that.
You could do a book on it all.
I could.
You could. All that documentation.
Right, man.
Island Music people that play to Maryland, you know where it is. Get down there and have the fine folks take good care of you, man.
That's right.
That's right.
Cool. All right, dude. Before we get Sean on the phone, we got 2-3 minutes to fill, just to do something real quick. But how was your past week, man? I didn't really get to talk to you about that at the beginning of the show.
Yeah, we didn't really have time.
Yeah, so 1 week removed from the from leaving the band, what's happening with all that stuff?
Yeah, I mean, I can't give too many details, but I have had a few people reach out in the last week.
Wow.
So I have to be really careful about what I commit to and what I decide to do. There's been some great offers, and I appreciate those.
Right.
And I can't accept everything that comes my way. I just can't commit to it. But yeah, it blows me away.
Wow.
You know, I had an offer last Friday. I had 2 offers last Saturday. Just people just calling me, hey, what are you doing? You got to come over here with me, right? I'm like, well, hold on a second. No, I'm not committing. But it's been a wild ride so far, and like on social media, it hasn't even come out yet. We just been talking about it here last week, and a few people know, but I don't know what to do with it. But I'm enjoying having the options though, because I can decide if I want to do something or not. I like not being obligated. That's a good feeling.
I hear you.
I can just sit home and keep playing and practicing and just do what I want to do. It's a win-win for me. But if the right thing comes along, yeah, I'll let y'all know first here if I'm going to do something crazy or not. But right now, I'm not. I'm not doing anything crazy. But everybody's been really gracious about it. And, I've got some other messages of good wishes, and thank you guys for that. I appreciate it. So, that's it.
Cool, man.
I guess you could say I'm enjoying semi-retirement.
Yeah, no offers here, so I get it, man. Cool. Well, dude, let's do this. Give me some soothing tones, and I'll fire up the phone system. We'll get Sean on the phone and find out about this awesome drum competition.
Yeah, let's find out what that dude's up to, man. He's probably got some good stuff for us. It's time for Sean in 60 seconds right here on the Southern Maryland Guitar Guru Show with Sean Kirkpatrick.
Come on, Sean. See what happens, dude.
Good evening, gurus.
Hey, man, what's happening, Sean?
Oh, sitting here. I'm playing IT right now. I'm transferring files from an old computer to a new computer.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
I think since you've been on this show with us, you've went through about 2 or 3 computers.
Yeah, probably at least that many.
Yeah, man.
Nice.
The life of the drummer, dude.
It's actually for the farm. I'm helping Miss Karen out, but just being nice.
Yeah, that's what you do, man. You're a nice guy.
I try.
That's right, brother. Well, dude, I got a message from Sheila today saying that you were going to have all this information for us on all the drumming competition. And she's going to have all the people that attended be listening to the show and listening to you talk about it. So, man, let's start off, Sean, in 60 seconds. Jump right into the competition. Tell us all about it.
Man, where do I begin?
Nice.
So, just from the moment that the whole thing started, everything just kind of fell into place. It was one of those weird shows where there's no problems. You expect to have some issues. I'm working with the lights and everything like that. I haven't had them out in months, so I'm expecting to have a bunch of problems, but everything just went off without a hitch. I want to give a special shout out to Roy Johnson, who did the production, the audio and stuff like that.
Right.
Set up a couple stage monitors out in the front of the stage for the judges to hear the music and the drums and everything like that. Put a couple mics on the kick drum, had a mixer set up and everything like that. And I remember one of the kids commented, because he was watching on the live, that it looked like it was MTV. All of a sudden, when he walked in, it was just gasp, jaws hit the floor.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah. So it felt really professional and important to them, and it was just, they were all, very nervous to begin with, but in the end, I think they just got a whole new appreciation for the instrument.
Wow.
Yeah.
I was honestly blown away by some of the song choices these kids picked, just because, just age group wise, these are old songs they were doing. Some of them were doing the first kid, Damien, did Take 5 and 4, which is apparently just a crazy drum corps piece that, I was blown away immediately as soon as he started playing it. I mean, the kid's doing ghost notes and all sorts of stuff and just knocking it out of the park. This other kid did his name's Ben, did Machine Gun by the Commodores.
I watched that, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the kid's like 8 years old.
I know, what a great song choice for an 8-year-old. I mean,
it's insane,
That was crazy. That was great.
This kid Mason did the Star Wars theme song, which just I was blown away. Like the timing's all over the place. It's an orchestral piece, so I mean it's got swells and dips and crescendos and all sorts of stuff. And I mean his articulation and his interpretation of it and the way that he vocalized it through the drums was just out of this world. It was just like seeing into his imagination a little bit, and I just I was just floored. It was actually hard for me to keep time with him at some points. Another kid did Crazy by Gnarls Barkley. His name's Jake. And another thing that really stuck out to me was that some of these kids they didn't do like the exact version of the song. They weren't like just covering it. They took the drum parts and made it their own and took it apart and reassembled it. And even some of them just threw away whatever the original beat was doing and gave it a whole nother groove. And it was very interesting to hear that, and I just loved it. Another one that did that was Jonah did "Running Down a Dream" by Tom Petty.
Right.
And that was another one where he was doing like all these break beats in the bridges and slowing it down, pulling it, and pushing it, and just doing all sorts of different things that I never would have even thought of doing if I was to play that song.
Right.
You get into this mode where it's like you always got to do everything just by the book and play it like the sheet music, but this was a whole different thing. It was supposed to be a kind of a drum solo thing where they got to be creative and do it however they wanted to, and I mean they went all out. So yeah. I was super blown away by that. Another kid, Finn, did Caravan. Like, are you kidding me?
Dude, I mean that's ambitious,
right? And Sheila was telling me that between Finn and Mason, who did the Star Wars song, she was telling them like, no, you probably shouldn't do those songs, like pick something else. And they were just steadfast, they were like, yeah, no, we're gonna do these songs.
I love the confidence. That's so awesome. Because that's part of it. The confidence is a big part of it.
Yeah, and I mean, sometimes you bite off more than you can chew, but you just keep on chewing until you got that sucker,
That's right. That's what it's all about, man.
That's cool,
right.
Man.
That's awesome. I love hearing that.
Yeah, and then another kid, Nolan, did a 9 or 2 by Don Ellis, which is a drum corps arrangement. Like, these were the older kids too. And when it got to this point, when they were doing this jazz stuff, man, I felt like I felt like we should have been trading places at one point. Like, they should have been judging me.
Wow, that's strong, dude.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, man, it was a great time, and it was just a wonderful experience for both the judges, myself, and Aaron, and Keith, and Alton, the other judge. For us, it was just a great time, and it's a wonderful experience to be able to help, breed this new generation of musicians.
Yeah.
Sure. Right, man. That's awesome, dude.
Exactly. Knowing that there's more coming, man. Isn't that great?
Yeah.
And giving them a platform to where they can just show what they got and be creative and do what they do. Everyone at that early age should be afforded that kind of opportunity, man. So that's why I said this is such a great event that you guys did. So hats off to y'all.
Yeah, and what did you judge? What were the results of what you judged?
So basically we had 4 categories. It was skills and technique, musicianship, I'm spacing on the 3rd category. The last one was originality. And then we had a winner for each category, and we had another group of winners for the age categories as well. We sat down after the whole thing and got together, and they will get their results at their next lesson or at their next class. We didn't make a big deal about the ratings or anything like that. If they want to see it, they can look at it in their own time, But when I was sitting there, I remember Aaron was the judge sitting next to me, and he is a teacher, and we're supposed to be writing comments on the score sheets and criticisms and constructive criticism, obviously, and positive feedback and all sorts of stuff like that. And all mine were like short and sweet. And dude, the judge next to me is like writing on the back of the paper, like he's filling this thing out like it's a college 300-word essay. I'm like, okay, I got to do better.
Nice.
So I mean, I'm sure some of the kids are going to get some real good pointers from him. I try my best. I'm just hanging on for dear life at this point.
Well, good on you for doing it, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I got an actual personal testimony from one of the kids.
All right.
Said to his parents, obviously, we got a bunch of feedback after, and Sheila was sharing it with me because she was so excited. One of the kids said, and I quote, "I really liked the opportunity to have a real stage experience. I've never performed alone on stage, and especially in front of judges, so that had me a bit nervous, but I feel like I overcame some fears today and felt good about it afterwards. I would definitely do it again."
Nice.
There it is, man. That's what it's all about.
Exactly.
That is a genuine response to having that kind of opportunity. And it's so good for somebody young to be able to experience that, like you said, and just say, I could see myself doing this again. Because most of us didn't get over stage fright till we were like 20.
Yeah.
And to be able to get over that when you're
get over it?
You get past it, but I don't know.
Right? All right.
But to get
You don't get over it. You just get used to it.
You get used to it. But to have that experience earlier, to where it's like I feel good now, I'm comfortable more. That's going to make for a better musicianship. Having that experience earlier, I think. There's so many benefits to this thing that you guys did that I'm blown away by it.
Yeah, it's a wonderful thing, and I can't wait for the next one already. And another thing we were talking about was, we wanted to kind of make it so that the kids that dropped out or decided that they didn't want to do it would kind of feel like they missed out on it, because I mean they missed out on quite the experience and a growing opportunity.
Yeah. Why not get up there and do it? It's not like anybody's judging you.
Right. Well.
I mean, dude,
just seeing if anybody's still
everybody
awake.
walks a different path, man. That's the other thing you gotta think. Everybody walks a different path. I mean, dude, growing up's not fun, man.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not fun,
It
man.
used to be,
it used to
but-
be, but man, dude, imagine the pressure. I keep saying this all the time, but I couldn't even imagine being a kid and having social media around, especially with the knucklehead shit I did. Wow.
Right.
Right, dude. I feel like I got the biggest pass in life because I didn't have to deal with that growing up.
Yeah.
So I mean, if they don't want to come perform, it's because that video is forever.
Yeah, I mean, it's totally up to them. I mean, it's not like everybody's video has to be posted up on the internet. I mean, some of the parents didn't want them on there, so that's totally fine, obviously, but it's
Good on them parents for that, dude.
yeah. But at the same time, I mean, that's part of the thing is, you want to get out there, you want to have some exposure, you want to have some videos online of yourself doing what you do,
That's right. That's what it's a double-edged sword.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. They're just not, the people that didn't show up just aren't ready yet. So
They're not. It's no slight. It's just you're ready when you're ready.
Yep.
Right.
And sometimes there's a few that fall through the cracks and they never pursue it, and that's a shame.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm pretty sure some of the other kids that weren't ready this year are going to be ready next year, because I know some of them are going to be missing out when they see what the prizes that some of these kids got.
Right.
Nice.
That's cool, man.
I mean, that alone was enough incentive, in my opinion.
What were some of the prizes? Tell us again.
There was kick drum head, both resonant and batter head. We had cowbells, tap blocks, drumsticks, drumstick bags, a TRX Holy Crash cymbal,
Right.
every kid got a goodie bag as soon as they got in there, just for being a part of it, which consisted of a UV1 Evans snare head and a pair of sticks and some other Island Music Company swag, as it was all donated by Keith. So each one of these bags was probably worth like $40-$50.
Wow, man, that's awesome of them, man. Thanks, Island. Thanks, Keith.
Yeah.
That's cool, man.
Yeah, so just that alone, the entry fee was less than the amount of money that you would have gotten for the amount to get the goodie bag,
Right.
That's great.
Yeah. It was perfect. Everything kind of fell into place, like I was saying. So, I'm trying to. I don't think that there was much else as far as prizes go. We had the cymbals, we had the sticks, and everything like that. Tap blocks. One of the kids actually had made his own tap block to have on his drum set because he didn't have his own.
Right.
And that kid ended up winning the tap block.
Oh, wow.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
See how that works out, man.
Right. Yeah. It was an awesome time.
Yeah, and they get the documentation of that day in their life. Like,
Yep.
This was a day in my life. I have documentation. I can go back and watch this 5-6 years from now and go, okay, this is great.
Yep.
And maybe it can be used as a personal reference for them to say, this is why I keep going. This is why I keep working at it. This is, all the kids that are listening, that were in the contest tonight, that are listening, I just want to say, good on you. I'm really happy that you guys participated. I'm really glad that you guys were a part of it. And don't give up. Just keep going, man. Keep going. That's my advice to you. Keep going. Don't stop.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Awesome. Tell us where you're at this weekend, or are you off?
But I actually just got news today that Aaron and I will be going up to Sidelines to run sound for Justin Taylor's band.
Oh, cool.
That'll be Friday night.
You tell them I said hello.
Yeah, tell them we said hello.
Yeah.
I certainly will. Saturday, I'm going to be heading up probably going to head over to the Eastern Shore and go over to the jetty and get a feel for the configuration, because my dad has changed quite a few things up over there. But as of last weekend, they put the full stage up and had full bands playing.
Right.
And he sent me some pictures, especially because the whole thing's outdoors.
Yep.
It was no holds bar.
Oh, I'm sure.
He sent me a couple of pictures, man. It was the dance floor was packed again for the first, or not packed, but there was people on the dance floor for the first time in a year. Over a year.
Outdoors is open, people.
Right. That's cool. All right.
Yeah, put a smile on my face.
I hear you. Well, I can't wait to catch up with you next week and find out about everything.
I can't wait to do it again. Let's keep it going.
All right, brother. Well, from the Guitar Gurus, we say thank you and good night. We'll talk at you next week, Sean. All right?
Good, brother.
All right, guys. Have a good one.
All right,
See
man.
ya.
Peace.
Yeah.
Later. There he goes, man. Sean Kirkpatrick. Sean in 60 seconds.
That's the man right there, man.
What an awesome competition by Sheila and Somar
Yeah.
Drummers, man. Sean being a part of it. That was cool, man. Got his whole segment talking about that.
Isn't that great? Man,
Rocking
just
out, man.
amazing.
And I know they're at home listening right now, so rock out to all the drummers that perform. Rock out to Sheila and Somar Drummers, man. It's good stuff.
Great stuff.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Cool. You ready to take a break? Get
I
reset?
am ready, man. Let's do that.
Come back and get Dino Monoxelos from Ampeg, man.
Ampeg guy, man. World-renowned Ampeg guy.
Yes.
No one else has the title of the Ampeg guy.
I know.
And he's right here on our show.
Dude, I love it,
Again
man.
for the third or fourth appearance. I can't remember.
There's so many. I love it.
We love it.
Yeah, man.
Yes.
So, yeah, we got that coming up. But no, this is Guitar Gurus with Dan and Dan. We're Southern Maryland's #1 choice for music talk radio. And we'll be right back after these words.
Tattoos last forever. They're a permanent statement about your personality and style. Do you want to spend the rest of your life with ink that looks like it's been done by some junior apprentice? Or do you want a custom tattoo from Christopher Lane Tattoos? Chris has over 10 years in the biz and uses the best ink and machines in the industry.
Check out Christopher Lane Tattoo's Instagram feed today, and you will just see for yourself that he does some of the finest work in the Southern Maryland area. Give him a follow today, and you will just marvel over the attention to detail in his work. Christopher Lane Tattoos on Instagram is your start on a pathway to tattoo bliss. Book your appointment through Christopher Lane Tattoo's Instagram private messaging service for an exclusive bonus that only Guitar Guru listeners are eligible for. Follow Christopher Lane Tattoos on Instagram today. Yo, 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 Albin, let's talk site maintenance solutions with Cooper Construction.
Okay, great. Why are we outside?
I wanted you to see how Cooper Construction's handling my site with the installation of my new septic tank system.
Oh, I'm loving all this heavy equipment I'm seeing.
You need this kind of equipment for this type of work.
You say, do you?
Yeah, man. Cooper Constructions offers complete site solutions for septic tanks and mounds, lot clearing up to 3 acres, and most importantly, stormwater management.
Okay, let me get this straight. Cooper Construction offers site maintenance for lot clearing, septic systems, and stormwater management?
You are correct.
Does Cooper Construction have all the credentials needed for this type of work?
Yes, they do, my friend. Cooper Construction has over 20 years experience in the construction world.
How do we get a hold of them?
That's easy. Just dial 301-683-7766 and ask for a site visit today. Again, that number is 301-683-7766. Give them a call. You can also reach them on the web at buildwithcooper.com. Cooper Construction. From site to site, they will treat you right.
What's up, y'all? This is Sam Grow, and you're listening to the Southern Maryland Guitar Guru Show.
The Southern Maryland Guitar Gurus, the only guys that would do a live broadcast from Dog Patch. We see each other through different eyes.
Oh yeah, we're back from break. It's the Guitar Gurus with Dan and Dan, Southern Maryland's #1 choice for music talk radio. How are you tonight, Mr. Albin?
Man, we're living that charm life, man. We got that charm life. We get to do this every week.
Dude, and commercial breaks are on fire around here.
You know it.
This one was a good one, man.
It's great.
Oh yeah, dude.
You could not be excited about this.
Dude, this episode tonight. Wow, man.
I know.
You know, it's normal taping production for us, but when this baby airs, we're at the 42nd minute into the program, and the featured guest is upon us.
That's right.
And tonight, man, we got a big time guest, past guru, extraordinaire guest, Dino Monoxelos, the Ampeg guy. We believe it's his third visit to the show.
We're going to call it the third.
The third? It could be the fourth. We don't know. We've done that many shows now.
That's right.
So there's that. But no, man, I'm excited to talk to Dino about Ampeg. We got the mini SVT in studio, so we have that dynamic to talk about. So that's cool, right?
It's very cool.
And we all know that him being part of with Ampeg, but Ampeg's owned by the Yamaha group, which includes the Line 6 brands too.
Yep.
So he can give us the little insights and tidbits on those items too. So I'm kind of jacked up for that too, man. Dude. And we're going to find out all about it, man. So I'm going to ask you this, my friend. We're going to get the phone system fired up. But first, give me them soothing tones so I can get it cranking.
Dude, waiting for this one.
Do it.
All right, everybody. It is episode 102. It is time for Dino Monoxelos, the Ampeg guy, the world-renowned writer, player, musician extraordinaire.
Dino, sorry I can't take your call.
And
leave a message
sure
after
enough,
the beep, and I will call you back as soon as possible.
Wow, dude.
Thanks, have an on.
Those are not soothing tones.
Nope. Let's see here. Try this again.
This doesn't happen often.
There it is. It's ringing. Second time through.
We don't edit.
Yep.
Hello?
Hey, Dino, it's Dan from Guitar Gurus. You want to go on the air, buddy?
Hey, absolutely. Let's do it.
All right, man. Well, we're here in the studio. I got Mr. Albin, my co-host, with me. Dan Albin, say hi to Dino.
Dino, it's been a while. It is my pleasure, our pleasure, to have you again.
Oh, the pleasure's all mine, guys. Thanks for having me.
Oh, yeah, buddy.
Man, this is cool, man. So, Dino, welcome back to the program. We were talking about it. I believe this is your third time on the show.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, man, and thanks for coming back again, right?
I'm surprised you guys still want to talk to me after the last one.
Oh, man, dude. After the last one, man, I went out and got one of your amps, man. I love it.
I talked you into it. That's awesome.
See, it was worth it. The whole thing
Oh,
was worth
man.
it.
Yeah,
That's
man.
awesome.
That the mini SVT amp is the bee's knees when you need some bass and you got space issues.
Yeah, thanks. Thank you.
Man,
Thanks.
dude, I'm telling you, man, I believe every studio should have one of those in the control room and let the bass players come in, plug into that, the head goes XLR out into the board, and the speaker box can just be the monitor in the room, man. I'm telling you, man. Dude, that thing's badass, dude. I love it, man.
It is a great little lamp. That's the plan. We want to put one, like a turkey in every oven. We want to have a mini SVT in every studio.
There you go. Listen.
Hey, man, I'm telling you, Dino, you don't know how many hours a night, man, I've had on that amp doing runs and just enjoying it, man. It's good stuff.
That's cool. You got to send me some tracks. I want to hear it.
Yeah, okay.
He just put the pressure on you, didn't he?
Yeah, I know, man. Really? Okay, man. I'm all in.
Dino just called you out. You got to provide the tracks now.
Hey, man. We'll work on it. I'm going to send them the ones without bass and have them send it back to me with the bass.
I'm always happy to put tracks down too if you need that.
There it is. That's it, man. Well, Dino, let's jump into it, man. First of all, how have you been, man? I know since last time we talked, there's been a pandemic that's hit the U.S., so we have that dynamic to talk about. So, man, give us the update on you personally. How's the COVID thing going, and what are you guys doing for Ampeg, and what are you doing personally to get through everything?
Oh, man. Well, first of all, everybody here, the family, everybody's healthy, happy, safe. We're doing our thing. We're just doing what they tell us to do and trying to stay as safe as possible, washing our hands, putting our masks on. And, my wife and I, we got our shots, obviously. So that's kind of where we're at, man. We just trying to do everything to make this thing go away as quickly as possible. Whether you agree with what they're doing and what they're not doing, it's like, let's just be done with it, and get back to living.
I'm with you on that, man.
Well said.
Yeah. I know there's a lot of discussions about the vaccine or not the vaccine, or wearing a mask or not wearing a mask. It's like, you know what? If putting a mask on and getting a shot makes this thing go away quicker, then I'm all for it. And I don't care what anybody else thinks. That's their own personal thing. But, that's how I feel. It's like, I'm just going to do my best to make this go away as quickly as possible. So that's what we're doing. Yeah.
Good. Very good, man.
Good deal, man.
Yeah.
Like that outtake on it, man.
Yeah. And, as far as Yamaha and Ampeg, we're, actually, to Yamaha's credit, the entire company globally, from what they tell me, is everybody's kind of on a no travel status right now. Like, Yamaha doesn't want their guys or folks going out and risking getting sick or passing it along to somebody. So, they're supportive. They're like, hey, man, if you can do your job from home and do it effectively, then let's just stay the course until this thing passes, and we'll get back to traveling again soon, hopefully.
I dig that, man.
And they've made it like, were they supportive about being able to get the vaccine and stuff? Like, a lot of big companies have been doing that. Like, mine did that. Made a big push for all of us to have the information to go sign up and get where we needed to get it.
Yeah, it's funny because I'm not out in California, so I don't know what's going on at the main office when it comes to, offering resources on where they can get the shot and what they can do. So they really haven't, it's not really enforced or mentioned at all. I do know, for the few people that can go into the office, they're very, very careful. They make it a point. We can only have so many people in here at a time. Everybody's got a social distance. You got to wear your mask. But yeah, as far as the vaccine and offering resources, I'm sure there's there's internal conversations about that. But it's hard to say.
Yeah, I get it.
All right.
Yeah.
I get it. Well, let's turn that off for a second. We all know
Sure.
how that is. Let's talk about this. What has it done to product growth? Are y'all just in the maintain mode, keeping what you have, and and not really doing the development like normal? How's that working? I'm curious about that.
No, man, I'll be honest. Forgive me for saying it, we've been balls to the walls when it comes to, first off, the one thing that we've kind of learned from the pandemic is there's kind of been a renaissance or a resurgence in people wanting to learn another instrument, picking up the guitar, existing players building their home studios, basically building their home game,
Right.
in terms of, buying gear, buying studio equipment, and just basically, like I said, just building their home game, whether it's video conferencing lessons or building studios, or it's actually been kind of amazing how well it's been going. And with that being said, it's like we've been straight up, developing, because we know eventually this is going to come to an end, and we got to have products for people ready to go when we come out of the backside of this. So, as far as like backline companies, and actually I'm starting to see it now, is backline companies and touring production houses, they're kind of starting to ramp up production and looking at revamping their gear and getting their gear ready to go. So it's, me personally, I haven't really noticed that much of a downturn in terms of like gear and product and production. So it's been good.
Nice. It's
Yeah.
good to go.
It's great, man.
Yeah.
Well, how's the Summer NAMM thing going to work again? How are they doing that? Are you involved in anything with that this year?
Yeah, so from what I'm being told now, it's as of right now, Summer NAMM is going to be a physical show in Nashville.
Okay.
I would imagine it's going to be a little scaled down, and COVID protocols will still be in place, and they're going to be safe about it. But yeah, from what I'm being told, it is going to be a physical show, and probably be on a little bit of a smaller. Well, Nashville is generally a smaller show, anyways, than the winter show. But supposedly it's going to happen, and whether Ampeg and Yamaha is going to be there, I don't know just yet what's going to happen there. I mean, I'm pushing for it. Like, hey man, I'll go to Nashville and set up a booth and demo some amps for people. That's what I do,
Right.
So, but as far as I know now, it is on as far as the physical show goes.
Wow. All right. That's a sign in the right direction.
Yeah. Yep.
Like
definitely. Yep. So.
Oh, well, the overall music industry, what do you think personally about it right now? What's changed with the pandemic as artists try to market their brand, their songs to market? What do you think the big churn has been, if you have anything? Because I know you dabble with playing and doing the music gear gig too.
Yeah, it's hard to say. Obviously, I like I said, I'm starting to see bands starting to ramp up. I think touring on some level, maybe not on like the big stadium level, is going to resume right away. But I think some of the smaller venues are going to start hosting concerts again. I know, like here in New Hampshire, there's some venues that are opening up, and in fact, they just announced dates for Billy Joel at Fenway Park. So,
yeah.
That's a good sign there. As far as like what's coming down the pipe, man, I really think a lot more players. Again, for lack of a better term, I think they just kind of up their home game and realize, God forbid if this ever happens again, or something else comes down the pipe where we're all grounded again, we got to have something to do at home. We just something to generate an income here. And I know a lot of the cats that I work with, they've been doing, like Facebook live streams, doing like live concerts once a week. and broadcasting that. Then they put their Venmo information out or their PayPal information out.
Sure.
I'm sure it's not the same experience as going out and playing in a club, but at least it's something to, if anything, to keep their chops up.
Exactly.
It's hard to say.
Yeah, I saw you on Facebook Live a couple weeks ago.
Oh, probably doing the SVT time.
Yeah, with Jerry.
Yeah, with Jerry Jamont.
Yeah,
that's right.
I was
right.
I was hanging out in that one. I was watching.
That's right too, because I remember seeing you comment again too.
Yeah, dude.
That's right.
That was fun. That was awesome. I enjoyed those.
Yeah, and I mean I think that's obviously that's something that's going to continue. Even after COVID, we're going to continue doing that. That was something that was born out of necessity. That the whole plan behind that was we were originally going to shoot that live in the studio in Calabasas and have artists come in.
Right.
But then with COVID, it's like, all right, well, we can't do that. So what's the next best thing? Well, let's start doing these StreamYard events and still having conversations with artists via StreamYard. And it's really been good. It's been a learning experience, but I think it's been good. And I think it's going to be something that we're going to continue doing even after COVID.
Yeah.
Who's been one of your favorites so far that you've been able to chat up with?
Oh man, everybody's been fantastic, but if I had to pick one, man, it's so hard because everybody has a different conversation, and it's just like, that's the thing with this SVT time. You never know where conversations are going to go. Sometimes we talk about music. Sometimes we talk about gear. Sometimes we talk about cooking, motorcycle repair.
Yeah.
Right.
I got to say, I think, if I had to pick one, I would probably say like talking with Rudy Sarzo, who's a buddy of mine. And I don't want to say we rambled, but we talked for like almost an hour and 40 minutes. And people were engaged the whole time. It wasn't like people were coming in and dropping out.
Right.
We had full engagement for an hour and 40 minutes, just talking about life and music. And plus, he's just such a positive force to talk to. He's got so much to offer in terms of his insight and his knowledge. It was really good.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
That's a great answer, man.
And the name of the program's called StreamYard?
Well, the platform that we do it on is called StreamYard. So it's basically, StreamYard is like Zoom on steroids, where you can live stream to Facebook and to YouTube via StreamYard. But then the name of the program is called SVT Time.
Right. That's the Ampeg program.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So, yeah, but it's pretty cool. I don't know who else allows that, but it's one of the platforms that we broadcast on that allows us to live stream to two different social platforms, which is Facebook and YouTube. And then we can save it and rebroadcast it at a later time.
That's great.
Oh, yeah, that's real good.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, definitely, man.
You're living a charmed life, man. You're living a charmed life, man. And speaking of... okay, I'm sorry. I cut you off, and I'm so rude. I'm so sorry.
That's quite all right. No. I was just going to say, I don't know about charmed life. Maybe a blessed life. How's that?
All right, that's good, too. Now, speaking of the pandemic times, and, we're friends on Facebook. We've met.
Yeah.
We've been on the show. I mean, you're my friend.
Yep.
So, I follow you, and I pay attention to what you got going on. And I have to tell you, Dino, I'm so proud of you for your journey and your weight loss, if that's okay, if I can bring that up.
Yeah,
because
of course.
It's inspirational, man. You just knocked it out of the park over the last year.
Well, it's like I tell people, I don't know if I can we curse on the show here?
Fuck no.
It's like my brother said. He says, well, he says, you're so full of shit. You had all that stuff to lose anyways.
You gotta love brothers. They're always right there for you. Yeah.
But
Dude,
no,
thank
great. You though. That's very kind of you. It's been an amazing transformation. I will say that.
And you know, you had support because you and your wife did this together, right?
Yeah,
So-
yeah. Actually, me and my wife, and my older daughter, all three of us did this together.
That's awesome.
And you know, we supported each other. So you know, it was easier doing that. I think if I had to do it myself, it would have been a lot more difficult.
Oh yeah.
That's amazing support system with family. So that's inspirational, man. That's why I wanted to bring it up. I think it's great.
Thank you.
Fantastic, man.
Thank you.
If you can give my big ass any pointers on what I could do, I'd be glad to hear them.
Man, you know, I will say this in this program that I'm on. And I won't get too much into the program, but the one thing I learned is like just how much food you really don't need through the day, and you know, you eat like this whole thing is based on just eating small nutritional meals 5 or 6 times a day instead of like 3 big meals a day. And just pounding water. That was the other thing. It's like I've never drank so much water in my life, and you know, that helps it too. But yeah, it's just a matter of, you know, just being conscious of you know, am I hungry? Am I thirsty? Or is this just an emotional thing because I'm passing by my favorite ice cream stand?
Right. What's the habit? The habits have to change a little.
Exactly.
Bit.
Yeah.
That's great, man.
That's awesome, man. And
Thank you.
I know what you mean about having the family system because that's how I quit the cigarettes. You
Sure.
know?
Yeah.
Me, the wife, and my mother-in-law, we all quit at the same time.
Oh man,
so-
that must have been.
And that's been a long time for you now.
Yeah, over. I think we said it was 10 years now.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah.
Wow, good for you.
Yeah.
Good for
yeah.
you. I had a cigarette 10 minutes ago.
I know, dude. I keep telling you, man.
I'm the worst. I'm terrible.
No, that's hot. Now, do you have? Do you still have urges, or is that
No,
that all
it's
passed?
totally gone now. My secret is I had my awesome support system, so we all three had each other talking to one another every day.
Yep.
Right. And see, this is going to show my age. Back then, PlayStation 3 was the hot thing, and you could get a lot of games for like $5 and $10. So
Okay.
my wife said every other day you don't buy a pack of cigarettes, you can get a game. Right? So I got so many video games the first month I was out. I was like, all right, I'm done playing games. And then the patch helped too, man. The patch system. I did the patch.
Okay.
And that really that helped. I kicked that habit. And c'est la vie, man. So
Yeah. Yep. No, just think, like you said, just think of how much money you saved, because I think a pack of butts now is $10 thereabouts.
They're $10.
Wow.
I roll my own, so it only costs me 30 cents a pack. But,
Okay.
but
he's
still,
a real cowboy in
I'm
here.
a real cowboy. Roll me one of those, cowboy. That's what I can do. But my wife quit 9 years ago, and she looks at me still and I come in the house, she goes, "Oh my God, what does that smell?" I'm like, all right, it's not fair, but you know, I just say, hey, look, you know who you married. So
This is what you got.
this is it. Love it or leave it, right?
Yep. Oh man. Well,
Well, we're
Good for
happy
you.
for you. We're happy for you guys over there. So
But I got
Thank you.
Here you go. Has your daughter given you a tattoo yet?
oh yeah, she's given me several.
Nice. Dude,
Yeah.
if I'm ever up that way, we're gonna find a spot. She's just gonna have to give me one if I'm ever up
Okay.
that way. I'm just telling
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
I
No,
think that's
she's
cool.
she's knocking it out of the park. She's like she's so busy right now. You know, actually she's on vacation this week, but a well-deserved vacation because she's been going just like 24/7.
Right.
And you know, for me to get into her, you know, for me to get an appointment with her to get a tattoo, especially, you know, let's face it, I'm her father, so I'm not really paying for the tattoo in the first place.
Right.
So for me to get in and see her, you know, and she's always, you know, she's like, Dad, just come on in, you know, and we'll do it. But I feel guilty going in and taking her time. And she's not making any money on me, obviously. But she's been really cool about it.
That's awesome.
So the
man.
skill, she's got the skills, no doubt.
She definitely has the skill, man. And you know, I know you guys have Hank. She's got the touch, you know, where it's like, you know, she doesn't dig in, But
yes.
you know, it's like the last thing she did on my calf. It like even like a couple of days later, like it didn't scab up, it didn't peel, you know, and I mean, I'm brutal on tattoos. I mean, I slap some Aquaphor on it a couple of days after I get it. You know, I'm not like real anal about taking care of my ink, but I was amazed, like even like a week after I showed it to her, I was like, honey, this isn't even like scabbing up or peeling. What's going on with it? She goes, well, you know, it has a lot to do with the materials you use and the gun you use and of course the technique. So yeah, she's getting really good at it.
Wow.
Yeah, I got this one on my
Fantastic.
back, man. I got a piece of scar tissue that got butchered on so bad, man.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
that's
trust
the
me.
worst.
You touch it and you got that raised skin feel.
Yep.
Yeah. I got it and it itches like hell every so often. Oh yeah. It's nasty.
Yeah, especially when they dig in, man. It's like, oh God.
Yeah. That's good stuff, man. Yeah, man. So, dude, the family's happening. You're happy. I'm digging it. The bass world's happening.
Yeah.
So give us the hottest bass news, man. Let's talk bass real quick. What's the hottest bass news that we should be aware about?
The hottest bass news that we should be aware of. Well, a few things actually. So I got some dirt for you, or as the kids say, I've got some tea for you.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, I don't know if you guys are aware. Obviously, Ampeg launched a new series of combo amps last month. The Rocket Bass.
Right.
Fully aware.
So that's one thing that's starting to take off like gangbusters as we start getting introduce more and more models into the line. But that's just been amazing. We are starting to we got a huge launch coming up on May. Let me check here. I think it's May 19th. And it is May 19th this month. So in about 2 more weeks or 3 more weeks, 1 to 2 more weeks, we're announcing a pretty big thing for Ampeg. And I apologize. I know I'm kind of dangling the hook out there right now, but it's something that Ampeg has never done.
All right.
And it's not necessarily an amplifier.
All right.
So, but I think it's going to be useful for a lot of bass players, especially in their home studios.
Nice.
So I will leave it at that.
You're gonna leave it at that. All right.
Yeah. Because I know they'll skin me alive if I give it up. if I give it up before launch.
Fair enough.
We got 15 days.
Fair enough.
There you go. Let's see what else is going on. I finally. So I don't know if you guys knew this. I have a book called The Odd Meter Basics that's been out for almost 20 years now.
That's right.
It originally got released on Hal Leonard, and then Hal Leonard discontinued the publication of it after I think it ran about 10 years or so.
Right.
And then I self-published it for a bunch of years, and then I just kind of let it flounder. Well, just like within the last couple of months, a buddy of mine who does his own publishing said, man, you gotta get an ISBN number for your book so that you can start selling it on Amazon, and you can sell it through normal retail channels, because if you don't have a barcode and ISBN number, nobody's gonna touch it.
Right.
So I finally did that and redesigned the cover and everything, and I kind of just relaunched it a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
So that's out on the market now, and seems to be doing pretty well. It's an odd meter book, so it's kind of like, it's not going to make the New York Times bestseller list, but if I could sell 5 or 6 copies a year, I'll be happy.
Right.
That's exactly. The last time you were on, we talked about the odd meter book. And I think we all chuckled at the same time when you said, it's an odd meter book. So
Exactly. It's good for people that walk with a limp in their step.
I love it. I saw that post the other day, and I went, oh, I got to get this book.
Well, dude, a 10-year run on Hal Leonard's nothing to snub your nose
seriously,
at. I
right?
mean, dude, the many books they offer,
Yeah.
that's insane. That's their business.
Yeah. No, they did. They did me right. They did. They honored the book, and like I said, 10 years with Hal Leonard is a good run. So, and the blessing to that was when they said they were going to discontinue it. They basically told me, if you want to self-publish it, you just can't use any of the artwork or anything, but you can republish the content.
Oh, wow.
The material, the lessons that are in the book. Feel free to have at it. So that I'm thankful that they let me do that too.
They did you right. Yeah. That's great.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
So what do you think? What was I going to ask you about this? I had a question about this book. And all right, so how many other people do you think have published an Odd Meter book?
I think there was. Well, there's as far as bass players, I think there's one other guy, and I can't remember his name, because he's reached out to me a couple of times, just kind of comparing notes and things like that. But in terms of Odd Meter for like drummers, I mean the biggest book ever in odd times that was published was a drum book called Even in the Odds. And I want to say it was Louis Belson, not Louis Belson. I'm sorry. Hang on. I'm going to look it up here because it's going to bother me now. But it's like Even in the Odds.
Even in the Odds.
Oh, what about Ralph Humphrey? My God, I can't. I'm such an idiot that I didn't remember that. So Ralph Humphrey, who, world famous drummer, played on Zappa's Apostrophe album.
Yeah.
He's done, thousands of recordings. He was actually one of the drum instructors at Musicians Institute when I was there.
Wow.
And that was his book, Even in the Odds. Yeah.
Amazing.
That's very awesome. But I just like you said there was one other bass guy that did an Odd Meter book, and he reached out to you to take notes.
Right. So that
means you're the best Odd Meter guy around, man. So.
you are the world-renowned expert on the Odd Meter bass publishing books. We have the only guy in the world who's the expert on this.
Because the other guy asked you for notes.
That's right.
I just love it.
I don't know if he asked me for notes, but he wanted to compare notes. So he might have been stealing notes too. Granted, I was stealing his notes as well.
Yeah.
So
Wow. That's a hell of an accomplishment, though, man. We're glad that it's back out and you still have this and it's still selling. It's yours. It's yours to do what you want with, And,
Yep, exactly.
now, where can we purchase this?
You can if you go to lulu.com, LULU.com.
Okay.
And just type in Odd Meter Basics, BASSICS.
Nice.
And you can purchase you can either buy a paperback copy, which I think is $19.95, or you can buy the ebook version, which I think is like $7.95.
Nice.
And then all the play along tracks that come with the book. When Hal Leonard did it, it came with a CD on the back of the book, which nobody buys CDs anymore.
Right.
So if you want the audio tracks that come along with the book, you can just get the tracks free right off my website at monotunesmusic.com.
There it is.
Nice.
And now, was there a nice foreword written by anyone in this book, or?
No, nobody really wanted to write anything for me at that point. They were like,
it's an Odd Meter book.
It's an Odd Meter book. You're going to sell maybe like 10 of them.
I love it. But by no means, we're just having fun with this because this is great, man, because
absolutely,
that is a subject that you really have to have dedication. I mean, and if
I grew up in a Greek household, so my parents, all they listened to was Greek music all the time.
Wow.
So so that was my upbringing, is like playing in weird time signatures came naturally because that's
all you heard.
Yeah, that's what I grew up with.
Now, and also you listen to Greek music. Did you also listen to Neil Diamond too?
What's that?
Did you listen to Neil Diamond as well at the same time?
Oh yeah, of course.
And
Neil Diamond.
I knew that because there's a Greek restaurant, not the one that you went to when you were down here with us.
Okay.
But nearby, where the old man Charlie, Greek guy, all he played in the restaurant was Neil Diamond.
I don't doubt it.
And the occasional Greek song would come on in between. I'm like, what is it about Neil Diamond and Greek people like Neil Diamond? I love Neil Diamond, but wow.
That's a good question. I don't like Neil Diamond, Frank Sinatra. You know, man, my mom was a big Barry Manilow person too, which, you know, God love Barry Manilow, but you can only listen to Mandy so many times before you're just like, all right,
yes.
Can we put the Greek music back on?
Exactly. Exactly. I love it. Yeah,
that was worth it.
You got us cracking up over here, man.
That was good stuff. I dig it, man. Well, Dino, man, this has been awesome tonight. And I know it's getting late. We're gonna wrap it up, man. This has been fantastic, though. We got one last question for you. It's our signature question. You've been on the show so many times. Now we're at the third variant, but this is going to become something kind of cool. I want to know your best COVID experience and your worst COVID experience during this whole pandemic thing. Give us the bright spot and a low spot, and the floor is yours, man.
Oh, man. Yeah, I was going to say, I've been on the show so many times, you guys got to start making stuff up.
That's exactly right.
Exactly right. I mean, we know your best gigs.
Yeah, we've heard all about those, man. Yeah.
All right. Best COVID experience, I would have to say, is obviously, me and my wife and my daughter's weight loss journey. That was probably the best COVID experience that could come out of this.
Right. That's good stuff.
Just getting healthy and eating right, realizing we're stuck in this house for the next 12 months possibly. So, ice cream and bourbon isn't going to cut it. So, yeah, that's probably our best COVID experience.
Okay.
My worst or the worst COVID experience, man, obviously, losing work and losing shows and not being able to go out and perform. But even beyond that, just, I know we've all lost friends through this. And, every week opening Facebook and seeing another friend that's passed, whether it was from COVID or COVID related,
right.
COVID-related health issues, or I actually lost a couple of friends through this whole experience. One was actually killed in a car accident. So just seeing the immense loss of human life through this has just been awful. It's just been devastating.
You're right about that, man. Yeah, totally right.
Yeah. So, but we can't part ways on such a down note, though.
I was just thinking that, we can't stop like that. No.
Yeah, I should have started with the worst and then finish with the best, I guess, huh?
All right, well, here we go. Let's switch gears a little bit real
Bonus
quick.
question.
Bonus question.
Okay.
Now, I've been paying attention to the new line of Rocket cabinets.
Yeah.
Of course, because me being a bass player as well, I'm intrigued, and I'm like, I got to get one of these.
Okay.
So since we have the expert on the phone, and it kind of disappointed me because I was watching the videos and you weren't the one demoing them. So I'm like, I can't buy this. Dino's not showing me all the cool stuff that happens with this. And that's why I've got my Portaflexes, because I watched all those videos years ago and I bought it. And I told you, I said, I bought it because of you. So I'm thinking okay, I need a Rocket cab, but I need the one that I can actually has the versatility, not just mess around at home, but actually go play a medium-sized room or a small room.
Yep.
Which one? Should I just go for the top and just go for it all, or what?
Well, that's a great question. I would say, depending on a few things, but you can look at either the 115 or the 210. Either one of those is great for home practice. But you can also take them out and gig live. The difference is the 115 is there's no horn or high frequency driver in the 115, so it's kind of more of like an old school B15 type sound.
Yeah, right.
And it's like 200 watts. The 210 has a horn in it that you can turn on and off. So if you're doing a lot more like slap and pop and you want more of like a modern sound, then the 210 is the way to go.
Okay.
So they'll both get you through a gig, no problem. It's just a matter of what sound you're looking for between the two.
Good answer.
Yeah.
So it's got like the Portaflex has on the back, you can turn your horn off. I have the 115. You can turn the horn off separately. So on the 210, you can do that.
That's correct.
On the Rocket with the new with the horns.
Yep. And they both have that. They actually both have extension speaker outs too now. So if it's not enough speaker surface for you, you can always bring in an 8-ohm extension cab and use that as a second cabinet.
Really?
Yep.
That's good information.
Yep.
I'm glad. See, I get to talk to the guy who I don't have to look it up online. I got Dino here.
Dude, you can call me anytime and ask me that stuff.
I know.
Too.
I've hit you up with some questions. I said I'm just gonna send him a message, and sure enough, you answer, man. It's like
absolutely.
I never feel like I shouldn't have asked that.
No, anytime.
I love it.
Isn't it great?
Cool.
I was playing through an old B15 last weekend.
Oh wow!
A friend of ours was helping his elderly neighbor, clean out her shed after her husband passed, and she just had one sitting in her shed.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah,
really?
Her husband was like some guy back in the '60s and '70s that played in all the jazz clubs back in DC.
Okay.
He had just a B15 sitting there, and she said you can have it.
Wow.
I think he dated it to 69 or somewhere in there. 69 or 70.
Dude, you got to send me some pictures of that. I'll date it for you.
I will.
I'll take it to the movies and feed it dinner too. But I will date it.
He wants that information. So if I could do that, that'd be great.
Send me some pictures and send me a serial number if you can, and I'll get a date on it for you.
All right, great.
Can't get better than that, man.
Yeah, because any chance to document just to know how old it is, that'd be great.
Yeah, man, that I love hearing stories like that. Guys going to yard sales and finding a 67 P bass or an old B15 or it's just like, man, why can't I find that stuff?
It never happens to us.
Right.
But check this out. So last week, I was at a music store getting a guitar deal done, and I overheard them on the phone going, "Guys, looking for an Ampeg BA115." I was like, "Yep, know that call."
The BA115?
Yeah. I was like, "Yep, I know why they're calling for that one."
You guys sold a lot of those BA115s.
I did.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that's the transcendent amp of all time, bass amp of all time, man.
Yeah.
It's great. I wish I had one sitting at the house.
Yeah.
I got the micro SVT. I'm happy with that. It's cool, man.
Dude, that's all, and that's all you need, man. That is just such a cool little amp. I can't say enough good things about it. It's, who was it? Jack.
Come on.
Jack, engineer for Aerosmith's first, engineer for Aerosmith's Toys in the Attic and Rocks, and Jack, it's gonna kill me. I'm having such a brain fart right now. Famous engineer.
Right. Okay, we'll take that.
Anyways, a buddy of mine was he hired him to do, or they got involved with Jack to do an album for his group up in Northern California. And he had one of those micro VRs, and Jack was like, "How do I get one of those? Because that thing sounds amazing on record." And he introduced us, and I told him all about it, this and that. Next thing you know, he ended up buying one for his studio, and so it's being used on it's being used on master sessions as well as you can take it out and gig with it too.
Was it Jack Douglas?
Jack Douglas, thank you. Yes. Oh my God, I can't believe I couldn't remember the last name.
But that's a testament to that piece of equipment. I mean, seriously,
right?
It's being used on master recording.
Yeah. I mean, you're talking, Jack Douglas was like the sixth Aerosmith member is basically how they described him in the band. So,
right.
Yeah.
I love that, man.
That's awesome.
Now that's
Cool.
that's the way to end the interview.
That's how we go out. Yeah, look at us. See? Salvage.
There you go.
There it is.
It
Dino,
wasn't
hey
a
man.
downer, man.
This was cool, man. Again, thank you again for your time. It's cool. It just blows me in my mind that you come on our show all the time. I love it.
No, like I said, I it's always a pleasure talking with you guys. I'm amazed that you have me back every time.
Well, we still got a dinner to have.
Yeah, once we
whenever
get through
we
this,
can, man.
we got some Greek. We got some great food down here, man.
Yes, you do. Oh, I know exactly where too now.
Yeah. So as soon as COVID clears, you get with Keith, get a thing set up, then we're gonna have dinner. It'll be cool.
You're on.
Nice.
Awesome. All right, Dino,
Abs-
man.
All right, guys.
Unless you got anything else from us, man, we'll let you get out of here, get home. Enjoy the rest of your night. You know what I'm saying?
No, we're good. Same here.
All right, Dino, from the Guitar Gurus, we say thank you and good night, sir.
Good night.
Thanks, guys. Good night.
All right, buddy.
All right, bye.
Boom, boom, boom. There it is, man. Dino Monoxelos,
Dino Monoxelos.
the
man.
Ampeg guy.
Dude. Wow. I'm serious, guys out there listening. This still, even though we've met, we've had him on a few times, still to this day, it really does blow us away that he's willing and part of coming on here. It means a lot to us. The guy is very knowledgeable, man. He's Mr. Ampeg for one thing. He's the Ampeg guy.
Right.
He's got the books he's published online. You can catch him at Monotunes. I mean, just a wealth of knowledge, and he's just so down to earth. We love Dino here.
Love Dino Monoxelos, the Ampeg guy. Always brilliant interview. I love the insight. Love hearing about the gear, the amps, all the stuff.
Yeah.
Dude, man. Special night here on the show, man.
We're fanboys over here tonight.
Hey, man, dude, we're both bass players. We know what it means. It's just cool to talk to him, and we really didn't even just geek out about all the ins and outs of that stuff. We were just asking about other things. So
Exactly.
that's cool, man.
Yeah.
Woo! What a night, man.
What a night.
Dude, let's run it down. Let's go back over everything. Shout out the sponsors, and you ready to get out of here, man?
Sounds great, man.
Cool. All right, so, dude, episode 102, recap. Came in, you filled in for David Higgins tonight. You did the 10-ounce 12-pack sampler for Higgy on the Beat.
That's right.
Awesome job.
Hell yeah, buddy. Thank you.
All right. Then we rolled into the Island Music Company's Guitar of the Week. We had that awesome Ibanez RGA 42
That's right.
and that awesome blue iceberg radiation color. So
Yeah,
that was
buddy.
cool. Real cool.
And yours truly got the price right this week.
That's right. You got it right to the T, man. That was awesome.
It was a beautiful guitar.
Great job. Great job. Then we had Sean Kirkpatrick on for Sean in 60 Seconds.
That's right.
Talked to him about the Somar Drummers drum competition that he was a judge of and got to hear all about it. And
All the great participants and the song choices that the youth put up, and just it was a great time.
right.
Yeah.
Then we took a break, played 2 commercials, one for Christopher Lane Tattoos.
That's right.
Gonna get some ink done, get it from Chris locally. Great guy, get it done. It's a whole experience.
Yeah.
Sure, you'll book another session before you leave.
That's right.
Then we had Cooper Construction, Site Maintenance Solutions. Gonna actually have Brian out here on Thursday, getting some more work done.
Oh,
so
wow.
they'll be dropping the equipment off on Wednesday. How
Good
awesome
for
is that?
him.
Actually,
Look at
tomorrow.
that.
So they're dropping the equipment off tomorrow.
Yeah. So he has all the equipment for this type of work.
Exactly. You say, do you?
You say, do you?
Right. So, yeah, so that's cool to have Brian back out here at the compound doing this thing.
That's right.
And then, dude, we had Dino Monoxelos on as our featured guest this week. He's sending me texts saying thanks for having me on, and we're exchanging nice pleasantries, so that's good stuff.
Yeah, he's a
man.
hell of a guy.
Hell of a guy,
First
man.
class guy, man.
Yeah, man, just.
He's so genuine.
And on top of it, he can play bass very well.
Exactly.
I mean, that's the bonus.
Yeah.
I mean,
Right.
gotta love it, man. Just an all-around awesome human.
Exactly. When we were at that clinic with him, and he took that Lakeland, his
I know, dude.
that's his masterpiece, his famous piece, And he let that 10-year-old kid, he goes, here, and let him try the stuff out. And I said, man, this guy is right. He's top shelf, man.
Yeah.
Probably changed that kid's life, man.
Oh, yeah, man.
That's just how he is. He's a great guy. Right here on our show, Dino
Right.
Monoxelos, man.
That's right, man.
That's right.
Cool, dude. And that was the show tonight. That was episode 102.
Yeah, buddy.
The Ampeg episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we'll call it.
All right,
Ampeg
that's
show,
fine, yeah.
Ampeg episode.
Sounds good to me.
Right, man. You ready to go, man? You good? Or you got anything to say before we go?
No, I've got nothing else, man. I'm good to go.
Cool. I am too.
Yeah, we're done tonight.
Yeah, dude, it's been real, man.
I'm still soaking wet from earlier.
Right. All right, dude. It's Guitar Gurus from... Woo!
That's not how that goes.
No. I got to get my stuff together so I can get us out of here, man.
The Southern Maryland Guitar Gurus.
Yeah, dead end.
And that's where you pick it up.
I know.
And you say,
we're Southern Maryland's #1 choice for Music Talk Radio. And we will see you guys next week.